Hey, Real Green Ninja here. The video you're about to watch is a supplement to the existing tutorials and help videos already available on the Real Green website. I do take a more casual approach because I'm presenting this information as I would if you called in, although I may have a little fun with it. This video is based upon the information I, as a Real Green technician, would provide using my experience on the help desk. This video was created on my own time to assist with areas of the software that may be waiting for an official help video or tutorial. At the beginning of the training video, I will have the version of the Service Assistant the video was made with. I will also try to be as accurate as possible, but be aware, as Service Assistant updates are released, things may change. I'm using the name Real Green Ninja as not to stand out from the other amazing technicians that I work with. I hope the information in this video helps you, so grab a cup of coffee, and I hope you learn something new. Hey, Real Green Ninja here. Today we're going to talk about small balance cleanup. So let's begin. Small balance cleanup is one of those utilities you may want to run out throughout the year, but you definitely want to take a look at it at the end of the year, because what this allows you to do is allows you to kind of clean up those customer balances. Allows you to move prepay money that wasn't used because maybe you got rounds that were skipped or services that were skipped or something like that, and drop it down as a credit remit. And then you can run the prepay balance cleanup for the credit balances and clear them out and so on and so forth. So the thing is, obviously, you guys know your customers better than I do, and as far as what numbers need to be put in there. But like I said, let me go ahead and show you how it works, though. So to get to small balance cleanup, you're going to go to Activity, and then Small Balance Cleanup. Once you go there, you have the option, again, we're going to go ahead and do it for Real Green Ninja here. You're going to have the option that you can remove the prepay balances. Now, what this is going to do, what this first option does, it says, I don't care if they have services tied to prepay. I'm going to take any prepay money they have, and I'm going to drop it down into the credit remit box. Obviously, if they have $100 in prepay and they have a $50 remit, they'd end up with a balance of $50 credit. So again, all this is doing is it's moving the money from prepay down to the credit remit box based upon how much money you want to move if they don't exceed that. All right, if they exceed that amount of money, for example, if I put in $50 here and you had a customer that had a $100 prepay balance, it's not going to move him. It's not going to move $50 of him. It says that only if the prepay balance is under $50, then move it. Okay, you can put in your adjustment date. It's going to ask what type of residential, commercial, or both. Again, you're going to put your criterion here, and when you hit remove balances, mine says I haven't aged. That's okay. It says you have entered $50. Now, again, this is more meant for small balances, but again, you may have some customers out there that might have balances, prepay balances, that are under the $50. So if we take a look at these customers here, 317. Oh my gosh. It's kind of funny, the last two digits of their numbers are flip-flopped. 31798, there we go. We take a look here. This person has a prepay balance of $42.74. Again, it's under that $50, so it's going to drop that down as a credit if I posted this journal right now. Let's take a look at the other person. Let's do 89 now. Oops. Dang it. I didn't mean to do them all. 31789. Again, this person here, let's take a look here, has a prepay balance that's under $50. Okay, you'll see his total prepay balance is $601.99, but if you look at the prepay, he actually has a balance that's under $50, and this money right here is what's going to get dropped. This $500 here, that's the deposit, the $666 or $66.76, that's also under prepay 10%. Because both these are greater than $50, it doesn't touch these two balances. It's only touching this one, and it's going to drop it down. Now, you'll see that there is something tied to the prepay. It will disconnect that prepay. So again, it's one of those things where you're going to know the number better than me, okay? Because if you have customers that are starting to prepay, and let's say they have a 5-round service and it's $30 a round, well, their prepay for the next year is going to be at least $150, you know, cover those services and stuff. And of course, if you give any discounts and stuff. So you're not going to be wanting to run it for like $150. Otherwise, I'll have to go back into the customer and reset up his prepay. So again, you have a better idea of what numbers these should be. Now, if you haven't taken any prepays yet, yeah, you could do a higher number. But because we're possibly changing a lot of information, especially since we're doing, you know, adjustments and stuff, you definitely want to make sure to have a manual data backup. Now, if you're a hosted customer, give us a call at Real Green. We'll have the backup made for you. If you're a local customer, make the backup. If you do not know how to make the backup, give a call to Real Green. We can help you figure out. All right. So again, the reason why these two people showed up is because they had a prepay category, prepay balance that was under that $50 limit there. So once you do in there, you're going to hit post. Again, these are adjustments. So once they're in the history, once I hit this yes, I cannot delete it. Again, dot your I's, Cross your T's. Make sure everything is where it needs to be. All right. Once we post that, now if we go back to those customers' account, fortunately they're right there, you'll now see that $600 some odd prepay balance that they had now dropped because that $35 some odd prepay they had got dropped down to credit remit box. If you take a look at the other customer here, there we go. Again, you'll see it took out that prepay balance that was under $50. Now, I have other people in my system that have prepay balances. I don't know if I got anybody really quick here. There we go. Again, you'll see there are people in here that have prepay balances that were not touched because their prepay balance exceeded that $50 limit that I had set. All right. Now, once you've done your prepay balance cleanup, then you might actually go through and do a small balance cleanup for either the credits or debits. And again, these are meant for small balance. Oops, wrong screen there. These are meant for small balances. All right. So if I go to the small balance cleanup here, I can go through and say, if someone has a credit balance that's over 10 cents, okay, or I'm sorry, under 10 cents. If someone has a credit balance under 10 cents, wipe that 10 cents out because it's going to cost me more money to go through and issue a refund check for this credit. And you know what? At the end of the year, I kind of want my books to be nice and clean and stuff, and I don't want to have, a whole bunch of credits and stuff. Now, keep in mind, though, these might be legitimate credits. They might be credits because someone goofed when they added prepay or something. But again, if the customer's credit remit box shows a credit that's, in this case, under 10 cents, or I could even do $10, but if it's under $10, it's going to automatically do an adjustment based upon which one of these I pick. It's going to make an adjustment and to bring their account to zero. So again, please make sure you run a manual data backup before you do something like this. Now again, we can tell for non-prepaid customers only, for prepaid customers only, or for all customers. Again, if you have any questions, give us a call and we can walk you through this. But like I said before, always make sure to do a manual data backup or get a manual data backup done first. Once you've done that, you hit remove balances. I didn't manage my account. I'm not too worried about it. It's going to take anybody that meets that criteria. In this case, this person had 18 cents. Of course, his prepayment didn't shuffle because, well, it's over $50. But he has a balance of 18 cents, or a credit of 18 cents. I'm going to hit post. And again, you can print, preview, or export. I'm not going to worry about it. But now the 18 cents has been wiped off using that adjustment code I ran. Now, another one, again, you want to be careful with, but people won't complain as much if you wiped off $10 credit in their account. I don't know about you, but if I had $10 credit and I was expecting it and suddenly it disappeared, I'd be like, where'd it go? But one thing you may do, though, is you might actually write off those debit balances. Again, this is money that someone owes you, and you say, you know what, it's going to cost me more money to, print the letter, put it in the envelope. I got to pay someone to put it in the envelope, and so on and so forth. So again, you can put whatever amount you want in there. But let's say you want to, do a $25, or let's say you want to do $2. Again, you decide what your threshold is. So again, you can do for only prepaid customers, non-prepaid customers, or all customers. Again, hit remove balances. I need to age my accounts. Oh, I forgot to pick my code. So again, you can decide what code you want. We're going to do right off. Oh, when picking a code, please do not pick one of the 3-letter codes or any of the double repeating character codes if you see them. So if you see like a GG, II, KK, JJ, or a code like that, please do not use one of those. The 2-letter codes are fine as long as no one's messed around with them. So again, put in your remove balances and stuff. Again, I need to age my account. Oh, no customers in there. I'm going to bump this up a little bit. Let me make mine 50 here. Let's see here, remove balances, yes. There we go. These are all people that have a remit. That means they owe me less than $50. Now again, I can go through and change them. I say, well, I don't want him on there, so I'm just going to go ahead and boom, we're going to remove that person, boom. He's now no longer going to be adjusted. Or let's say, oh yeah, I remember that. That's supposed to be actually $20 credit out of his account. It's not. He's actually supposed to be due only $20. So what I can do is I can go into edit mode here. I can change that 40 to 20, and then that way his remit will then be 20 instead of the 40 because I forgot to give the credit. Now again, as with anything, always put a note in there. It's going to throw this note in there for you, but always put something in there if you do change it, just so you know why you changed it. Again, you're going to put all the information in. You're going to hit post. Again, you can't print, preview, or export, but once I hit post, now all those all those customers' accounts are now zero because I did that adjustment. So I hope this helps, and you have yourself a wonderful day.